Long ago, near the edge of a deep, whispering forest, lived two children, Hansel and his little sister Gretel. They were poor, but they had something stronger than gold. They had each other. Hansel was brave and clever. Gretel was gentle but wise, and together they could face anything. One day, while gathering berries, the two wandered farther than ever before. The trees grew taller, the sunlight grew thin. "Hansel, do you know the way back?" Gretel asked softly. Hansel tried to stay calm. "Of course," he said, but he wasn't sure. Soon they realized they were lost. As night approached, tiny lights began to glow between the trees, fireflies dancing like stars. The forest felt magical, but also strange. Then Gretel gasped, "Hansel, look!" In a clearing stood a tiny cottage, unlike any they had ever seen. The roof looked like golden cake, the windows shone like sugar glass, the walls were covered in colorful candies. "It smells like honey," whispered Gretel. Hungry and amazed, they carefully broke off a small piece. Suddenly, the door creaked open. An old woman with bright, curious eyes stepped out. "Oh, poor children," she said sweetly. "You must be tired and hungry. Come in, come in." At first, the house felt warm and cozy. She gave them food and soft beds. But that night, Hansel woke up. He heard whispering. "The boy will grow strong, and then," the old woman muttered to herself. Hansel's heart pounded. She was not kind. She was a witch. The next day, the witch locked Hansel in a small cage. Gretel pretended to be afraid, but inside she was thinking. The witch wanted Gretel to help cook, but the oven in the cottage was magical, old, and tricky. "Girl," the witch snapped, "check if the oven is hot enough." Gretel shook her head. "I don't understand how. Can you show me?" Grumbling, the witch leaned forward to look inside. That was Gretel's moment. With all her strength, she pushed the witch's broom across the floor, making her stumble, and slammed the oven door shut, locking it. The magic of the oven broke the witch's spell, and she vanished in a puff of smoke. The cottage shimmered. Without the witch's magic, the candies turned into shining stones and jewels. Hansel was free. But Gretel smiled and said, "We don't need all this, just enough to help our family." They filled their pockets lightly and stepped outside. The forest no longer felt scary. Birds sang, sunlight returned. A white duck appeared at a stream and guided them across the water. And just like that, they saw their home.